the Chiefs and the Chargers. Looking right now at my Odds Logic live odds screen, I'm seeing Kansas City pretty much painted 3. A couple of sharp buddies of mine said we might see 3.5s for this game. I haven't seen them, and I imagine if we see them, they'll be brief because there'll be some take back on LA at plus 3.5. I'm pretty confident of that. Total has been bet up just this week, was 45 on Sunday night. Now we're looking at 47, even some 47.5s out there as we speak. So a little bit of over money and a little bit of Kansas City money. Now, when we talk about week 1 matchups, when we have 2 teams in the same division, what did we see last night? We saw dog and under, and that has been the historical trend for week 1 divisional matchups, dog and under, which is one of the things that could be keeping this line sitting at 3 right now. And of course, I mean, the Chiefs have owned the Chargers to the tune of 7-0 straight up the last 7 meetings. That being said, at plus 3, Kansas City would have covered a grand total of 2 of those 7 games, which speaks to how tight this series have been and how many close victories the Chiefs have been able to put together against the Chargers and everybody else. Kansas City obviously entering the season with an NFL record 17-0. 17-0 in games decided by 1 score. That's straight up, not ATS, obviously. That dates back to 2023. They had 11 last year in the regular season. They had the 3-point win over the Bills in the AFC Championship game. So Kansas City still in the midst of a historical streak of we win every close game every time, which the Chargers have suffered a fair few of those losses. Now, the Chiefs do fall into a pretty negative system. And by negative, I mean like it hasn't won since 1988. 12-0 ATS since 1988, going against the defending Super Bowl loser as a dog or favorite of 8 points or fewer in game 1 of the season, facing a divisional foe. That's 12-0. So that would be make a case for the Chargers from a technical standpoint. And of course, Mahomes played in the preseason. Herbert did not. In theory, advantage Kansas City. You know, a lot of things went dicey for the Chargers this August. Obviously, when you're talking about the loss of Rashawn Slater, their left tackle, that was where this line moved from 2.5 to 3, was right after Slater got hurt. And certainly, you know, Najee Harris didn't play. Quentin Johnson had issues. It's a Chargers team that Harbaugh's been really good week 1, you know, 5-0 against the spread in week 1. But it's a Chargers team that we look at the rest of the division, we look at Kansas City, the Chiefs are still better, at least in this bettor's opinion. So slight lean towards LA here. I'm expecting a close game tonight. Plus 3 matters at plus 3.5. It would probably be a play on the Chargers for me. But in this point spread range, no surprise whatsoever. This game ends up as a push with the Chiefs winning by exactly a field goal.
Yeah, I have not heard anything about the field conditions this year. It's kind of hard to say. I know it kind of hurt Jordan Love for the entire season last year, this first game. Do you know much about the field that they're playing on? Have you heard anything about
Well,
it?
I know that last year was fast. You know, that when they played under Brazil, we ended up with, I think, 56 points scored in that ball game. So it wasn't a situation where the offenses couldn't move. But other than that, you know, I did not do a deep dive into the field conditions in São Paulo today. Just a memory of what happened last year.
Great job on selling me. What do you have up for clients this weekend?
So NFL Week 1 has been very, very good for me over the years. I had a very frustrating loss. That was, you know, when they score in the first 8 possessions of the game and are about to score in the 9th before fumbling, you expect to cash those overs. Didn't happen last night. That being said, I'm expecting a big weekend. The NFL Week 1 prior to yesterday was 30-11, so now it's 30-12 over the last 10 years. 8-2 with the big tickets. Locked and loaded with 3 plays on Sunday, including a 5% big ticket. College football, I have a single best bet winner up right now. We'll load the rest of the card over the course of the next hour or two. Check out my page, wt.buzz/TC, and get on board. The 7-day, $77 all-access pass is absolutely the way to go. Get every play, every day, college football, NFL, MLB. Again, my homepage, wt.buzz/TC, or just check out the website, wagertalk.com.